before you fall behind. Yeah. Before a breath beyond my death, you are with me on the way to everlasting.
Hello and welcome to day 4 in a series called The Maker and the Made. Do you believe that everything happens for a reason? I don't. Some Christians might take the view that what happens in our life, perhaps everything that happens in our life, is somehow part of God's plan for us. But personally, I don't believe that. I think that some things that happen to us in life were never part of God's plan or intention for us. In what is known as the Lord's Prayer, we come across these words: "Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven." And we have to pray for God's will to be done on earth, because it isn't always. It isn't automatic. We have to pray for it, and I think we have to work for it. Now, I still believe that God has a plan. I still believe that God has some kind of destiny for us, that he has thought about our life, that he has written a book. The person we would be, the things we would do, the purpose that we would have. But I do not believe that achieving that purpose is automatic. That by the time everyone gets to the end of their life, they will have done everything God hoped, intended, planned, designed for them to do. So I suppose I see life as a little bit like an artistic collaboration. God has a pencil with which he writes the story of our lives, but we also have a pencil, and possibly one with an eraser on the end as well. We are a maker working with the maker. Now, that is not to say that God cannot use our mistakes or somehow integrate them into the piece or into our story. And perhaps that is what the Apostle Paul, a writer, scholar, artist with words himself, had in mind when he wrote to the church in Rome. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Perhaps this speaks of a maker that has a purpose for what he makes, but can maybe work with the material he has and use both his pencil and eraser to integrate into the finished piece all of the various aspects of our story, all of the things that have made up our lives so far. And if that were so, I think that would be a beautiful thought.
You go before you fall behind. Yeah. Before